6 women are confirmed and ready to go for Money in the Bank ladder match. WWE and NXT Women's Tag Team Championships are unified under Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. Liv Morgan returns and partners up with Raquel again. 3 women advances in AEW's Owen Hart tournament. Toni Storm and Willow Nightingale in a spectacular champion versus champion match in Forbidden Door. And NXT crowd totally rejects and trashes injured Dana Brooke. Welcome if you're entering the this is DS and this is Women's Wrestling Weekly. Happy Pride everyone. I just walked Chicago Pride Parade with NBC float this weekend. It was awesome. And yes, I'm tired for this weekend, but it was really great seeing many of Ring the Bell fam out there at the parade. So if you haven't hopped on the choo-choo train, subscribe right now because we got the big Money in the Bank review and Alicia Fox episode dropping next week. Foxy holiday here at Ring the Bell.
You're so funny. You're making me blush.
So it's a great time to hop on. But let's jump right into the review. So many things happened. Alright, so let's start with SmackDown because we had this huge title unification match. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn, with Raquel Rodriguez just randomly watching. I mean, it is supposed to be huge, but I think we all knew where this was going. R.I.P. Alba and Isla. Anyway, this match itself was really fun. Alba and Isla dominated Shayna and Ronda for the first half at least, which was really awesome. Love the Tarantula and Super Kick combo. Love Isla taunting Ronda, looking all cute. And I also really liked when Alba throws Ronda outside of the ring and hurled herself onto her. But WWE really let Alba and Isla do so well throughout this whole match just for this such devastating finish. Because we saw Shayna and Ronda each lock Isla and Alba in an armbar and cure for the clutch for stereo tapping out. Yeah, both of them tapped out at the same time. Yeah, this was sad. But anyway, as Ronda and Shayna celebrate becoming the unified WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel challenges Ronda and Shayna for the title that they never lost, and Liv Morgan returns, setting up the Tag Championship match at Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which is great because this is the first time Tag Championship is getting defended on pay-per-view this year. Why didn't they just put this unification match on pay-per-view? You want to use logic with WWE? I mean, personally, if you ask me, I really do prefer Liv as a solo star, and I also prefer Raquel as a solo star too, but they are really cute together, so whatever. Also, I really hope this doesn't mean the end of Alba and Isla together because they're so amazing as a team. I love their characters together. I love their moves they pull out. They really work as a team so solid, so please keep them going. Although I have a feeling that we will be seeing Ronda and Shayna as a champion for a while. Anyway, ignoring some of the implications, I did have fun watching the segment, so I will say I'm satisfied. Also on SmackDown, we had Charlotte Flair versus Lacey Evans match, and holy moly, Charlotte Flair looked so damn freaking good. She had a bit of this Mandy Rose Golden Goddess stuff going, almost even the pose she did during the match to taunt Lacey was giving very Mandy. She looked really damn good. I also kind of felt bad for Lacey because she has this like new drill sergeant look, which I'm kind of intrigued about. Like I was kind of curious what character she'll pull out, but Charlotte basically just toyed around her, making fun of her character, and made her tap out. And that was the end. Yeah, it was really sad. And Charlotte added salt to the wound, not letting go of figure 8. But Asuka, the women's champion, came in, attacked Charlotte, and left her laid out on the ring. I'm actually really curious how crowd's gonna react to this women's championship match next week. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna boo Asuka, and Charlotte, even though she's like babyface, she's like so heel. She's cutting line in front of Bianca Belair and all that stuff. Oh, and Adam Pearce also banned Bianca from ringside, who said she'll just be peacefully watching the match from the outside. So we'll see how that also pans out. I'm really liking how this 3-way storyline is going. I am hoping to God that Asuka doesn't just lose the title immediately just to make room for Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair. I'm really gonna be mad if that happens. I'll say this match is fine, but I'm gonna stay satisfied for the Charlotte's amazing gear. Oh, by the way, remember Shotzi was gonna face up Bayley for the Money in the Bank spot? Well, WWE scrapped it, so forget about it. On Raw, we got Money in the Bank Summit with all 6 competitors, Trish, Zoe, Becky, Zelina, Bayley, and Io in the ring. And seeing them all together, I don't really know how to explain this, but this seems kind of random as hell. Maybe because we don't have the regulars like Natty in there, I don't know. But also at the same time, I think that makes this match even more interesting because we really don't know what's gonna happen here. Other thing I realized is that we have 4 promo queens in the ring together, so I was really excited about how juicy the segment will get, but the segment was fine. I was really excited to see the juicy interaction between Bayley and Trish and Becky, because I don't know, I think heel Bayley is just so interesting, and I thought she was gonna stir some shit up, but she kept it cute, she kept it in her lane, only really teasing her rocky relationship with Io. Zelina was the one who came prepared with the chancla and coming for Trish for never competing in a ladder match, and Trish, I thought she's gonna drag these girls to the promo battle, but no, she just called everyone one little girls and she's a woman, and she told the man Becky Lynch if she will be man enough to thank you Trish when she wins the Money in the Bank match. This caused a brawl, and you know I hate this. Whenever they do this mock Royal Rumble, mock Money in the Bank match, I hate it. And when Io takes everyone, including herself, out with the moonsault to outside, Becky Lynch climbs up the ladder, grabbed and posed with the briefcase. I just hate it so much whenever it happens, but the crowd love it. One thing I did notice here, Becky Lynch didn't even say anything here, but the crowd was so hot for her. They were chanting her name the whole time, and I love seeing that. And after the segment, Becky went backstage and chose violence against Rhea Ripley because she gagged her by saying how Rhea is making women's championship into a sideshow, while Becky used to defend it all the time on main events. That was harsh, Becky, but truth hurts. I actually really like these little Rhea teases with Raquel last week and now with Becky. I mean, only if Rhea can actually just start having these matches instead of teasing, right? Oh, and Natty actually had this really emotional backstage interview and challenged Rhea Ripley yet again for another women's championship match on Raw next week. So hopefully this is gonna go to SummerSlam, even though all the teases with Raquel and Becky says otherwise. Fingers crossed, SummerSlam Queen. And on the tag team side, we saw Ronda Rousey versus Raquel Rodriguez. We know that they have really good chemistry, and they had an awesome tidbit of a match here. I think it's because Ronda can just like climb up and twist and twirl Raquel around so she can like do some cool judo stuff around her. Anyway, halfway through the match, good friend Shayna just like slightly relocated Ronda so that Raquel would miss her dive, and then this triggers crazy, this reckless Liv Morgan. She instantly throws her body onto Shayna. She's crazy. And I guess Raquel was so shook about this, so Ronda rolls Raquel up pretty easily for this win. Yeah, I mean, this itself as a build for the tag championship match this weekend was kind of whatever, but I like the chemistry between the four, so I think the match will be fun. This was a fine build-up.
Good, not bad.
So NXT was first night of NXT Gold Rush. Big match we had was Dana Brooke versus Cora Jade match, and what a controversy this was. I mean, you all saw it. Crowd absolutely shit on Dana. Singing na 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 goodbye song for Dana, who was injured. I mean, it seems like a storyline injury, but either way, it seems weird to be happy about someone getting injured, right? And they were chanting "Thank you, Cora" as Dana was exiting the arena. Thank you, Cora! Disrespect. So what happened here? So halfway through the match, Dana collapses and injures her knee while doing the handspring, and medical team comes out to take her away in a stretcher. And when Cora was shit talking to Dana, Dana jumps off the stretcher and fights with injured leg, and referee stops the match to protect Dana Brooke, even though she did not tap out to Boston Crab by Cora Jade. Okay, let's talk about this. I see what they're trying to do, but it definitely did not work out, obviously. Dana coming to NXT was supposed to be like her opportunity to show all the potential she got that she wasn't able to show on main roster, and this match didn't necessarily do that. Like, I understand what they were going for, the fighting babyface who battles through injury, but it didn't work, especially against Cora Jade, who's very much of a rookie, new blood compared to Dana, who's a freaking veteran. It just looked ridiculous for her to be this fighting underdog against Cora Jade. I don't think this was the right opponent, right angle for Dana if they were going for Dana's redemption. I can't with this glasses. Like her match with Piper Niven on main event, that was a booking that Dana needed. That said, any reaction is good reaction in wrestling. I know Dana must be really heartbroken with that tweet and everything, but this is an opportunity to be a major heel in NXT. NXT is treating her like she's the second coming of Eva Marie, and so be it. Eva was a heat magnet, and that worked for her. This was a girl,
Girl,
But Dana, this could be a girl, amazing opportunity for you. We also saw a tag match, Lash Legends Zakara Jackson versus Valentina Ferros and Yulisa Leon. It was great to see Valentina and Yulisa back together as a team. They are incredible together, but at the end, with distraction from outside, Lash got to hit a huge big boot to Ferros for the win in 3 minutes. The match was fun and everything, but it just makes me sad that NXT Women's Tag Team Championship is gone for no reason. I mean, I get that WWE Women's Tag Team Championship can be defended in NXT, but we've seen how that played out. But again, this was a fun match, satisfied. Next, we got Chase U had a pep rally for Thea Hale. I don't know, this was so extra. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone throw this many celebrations even before winning any gold. The Koreans call this drinking kimchi soup even before the rice cake arrives. I did like the "Give me the Hale, yeah" chant. Anyway, NXT Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton interrupts to bash Thea, and the segment ends with Thea putting Kimura lock on Stratton as she taps out. I mean, I really like Thea's character, and outside of how ridiculous all these celebrations are, it's really solidifying Thea as one of the main players of NXT Women's Division, so I'm here for that. But Tiffany's definitely winning. Backstage, we saw Roxanne Perez attacking Blair Davenport mercilessly, continuing the badass booking of Roxanne trying to get out of that Nickelodeon image, and in another hyper-personal promo package, Gigi talks about her passion for art. And later, Kiana mocks Gigi for her mediocrity in an interview. Kiana's really giving Korean Tiger Mom here, but also, I just don't know what to do with all these TMI segments with Gigi, like, okay, you like art? Okay. Alright, let's talk about all the AEW stuff that happened this week. A lot happened with 4 shows we got this week. That's a lot. On Dynamite, we got Chris Statlander versus Taya Valkyrie for the TBS Championship, which I'm guessing is wrapping up their feud, which consisted of annoyed Taya watching TV screen here and there. Chris Statlander, though, looked amazing. She is jacked AF, looks like a star here. Their chemistry here was a bit wonky at points, but it was a hard-hitting match. I particularly love whenever Taya does that sliding German suplex, but Stat finishes Taya with the superplex followed by Wednesday Night Fever, devastating pile driver finisher, picking up the win in 9 minutes. This was a good weekly show match, but both of them are such talented wrestlers that I know they can deliver a lot more than this. But given it was a clean finish, I don't know how the feud can extend from here. But so far, I'm loving that Statlander is a fighting champion delivering good matches weekly, and that's hard to complain with. Stratified. So the big thing that started in AEW this week was the Owen Hart tournament, and we got 3 Owen Hart tournament matches this week, and the first tournament match was on Rampage. By the way, Rampage had this thing happen, which was not women's wrestling at all, but I don't care, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in pro wrestling, where crowds started chanting, "He's gay," at Anthony Bowens in the most celebratory, positive way. Watching wrestling for 20 plus years, I've never seen this, and I almost got emotional watching it. If you haven't, please go check it out on Twitter. It's amazing. Anthony is my hero. Anyway, on Rampage, we got Anna Jay versus Sky Blue, and Sky's hot streak continues as she defeated Anna in 6 minutes, and the match was fun. Anna really corners Sky with tons of big moves from Backstabber, Gory Bomb, Queenslayer, consecutively, boom, 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 but Sky fights out, picks up the win with a beautiful code blue. I love whenever she hits that. I'm very satisfied. At this rate, I even see Sky taking this whole tournament. I really don't want Britt or Athena and Willow, the champions, to win this tournament because they don't need it, so I am Team Sky probably. Another tournament match was on Collision, Willow Nightingale versus Nyla Rose, accompanied by Marina Shafir. This match result was so obvious because Willow was challenging for Tony's AEW Women's Championship just a day after Collision, so we all knew that Willow was winning this match, and she did. I did love Nyla in this match. Well, I do love Nyla every single moment of my life, but she was really awesome as always. She was so intense in this match, and that intensity meeting Willow's explosive energy was just amazing. She also had a lot of fun here, like biting off fingers, some finger licking tasty situation. And at the end, Willow picks up a win from Nyla with huge pounce and Dr. Bomb, and doing that to Nyla, the resident powerhouse of AEW, made her look really great heading into that championship match. Post-match, the Outcasts come in to surround the ring, but Sky Blue comes out with a steel chair for the save. Sky Blue is really legitimizing herself in this division. I'm very stratified. And the third tournament match was ROH Women's Champion Athena versus Billie Starkz, the super rookie Billie Starkz. This match was so hard-hitting, it was wild. The amount of brutality that Athena showed in this match towards Billie, especially the top rope hurricanrana to pop-up powerbomb to huge kick in the face, that combo was freaking wild. It blew my mind, and especially Billie Starkz being so young, that definitely adds to the whole intensity. And Athena takes the victory with the finisher. This was a great showing. I also want to quickly mention Athena versus Kiera Hogan in a street fight match in ROH for the Women's Championship. It was like 20-minute banger. That finish made my back hurt just talking about it, just thinking about it. And to be honest, yeah, I don't really follow ROH regularly because I feel like I'm already drowning in wrestling content. But if they continue to slay like this with this level of juicy storyline, I might have to tune in more regularly. Anyway, Stratusfied for Billie, Kiera, Athena especially, really had a great week. And at Forbidden Door, we had Toni Storm versus New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion Willow Nightingale for the AEW Women's Championship match. Let me just start with the small complaint, because it is a Forbidden Door. Yes, technically it's AEW Women's Champion versus New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion, but we all know this match isn't as forbidden as other matches that were on this card. At this point, it's clear that Stardom doesn't want to work with AEW, and I feel you, AEW, on that. And I know that Stardom had the pay-per-view on the same night with everyone booked, but they had months, if not a whole year, to make something work. If Stardom wanted to make something work, they could have definitely made something work. Also, know, they could have brought like Knockouts champion Deonna Purrazzo or any of the Knockouts for this event. I feel like that would have been a great Forbidden match too. But anyway, my complaints end here because they probably could sense us complaining, wah wah, so they said, I will shut you up with this match, and they sure did. What a freaking banger that Toni and Willow Nightingale had. They did amazing. They took out the Outcast shenanigans to the very minimum, ejecting them from ringside, and they really got to wrestle. And you know when Toni is in it, you could see that she's on fire here. Willow too was busting out moonsaults here. The pounce, I love me some pounce. That Death Valley driver on the apron followed by the second one in the ring was so insane. And at the end, Toni pulls in referee for a distraction and rakes Willow's eye and finishes her off with a Storm Zero to retain the title. This match was really good. Stratisfied. Post-match, we saw Britt and Sky eyeing on Toni and her championship, so I guess those are the top 2 contenders we have. Impact Wrestling, we had a singles match, Taylor Wilde versus Killer Kelly. At first, I was like, this is kind of a random match. Oh, but I guess they did have a storyline going on between them. But anyway, you'll like where this is going. So Killer Kelly picks up a win with the roll-up in 5 minutes, and post-match, Kylan King and Taylor attack Kelly, and Masha Slamovich come out holding a dog collar and chains, some kind of souvenir from their last dance, and take out Kylan and Taylor helping out Kelly. Seems like we're getting a new team in the tag division, and I'm so happy about it because we desperately needed more teams, and Masha and Kelly are so explosive in the ring. I think they'll be able to pull some bangers, especially with Kylan King. That will be such a good one. I'm very satisfied. Outside of that, we had this kind of confusing segment with Jessica and Courtney Rush as they run into Havoc's old partner, Navia. She says hi, but Jessica is like, I'm not Havoc. And then Navia kind of like pieces the puzzle together for them because they like forgot everything, which leads them to think like, oh, maybe she can help us. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on, but I don't think they know what's going on either. But we're finally exploring the origin story of Undead Realm and Death Dolls and all that. I love some origin stories, so it'll be very interesting. And Trinity, looking so prideful, so rainbow, loving what she looked like, finally challenges Jay Vidal into a match because trust, he'll be dealt with.
Trust, you will be dealt with. Period.
Yeah, we had this coming for like weeks, and I'm very excited to see Trinity come beat Jay Vidal's ass. Thank you so much for joining in for this week's weekly review. I hear you. You want the Alicia Fox episode. I do too. I've been working on it all weekend while there's pride parties and parades going on. And I just talked to Victoria, Alicia Fox, and we decided to put it out after Money in the Bank. So that'll be coming next week, which will be amazing because of course Paloma and Joey will be joining in for Money in the Bank review, which will be fun. Yeah, I'm very excited about this week. If you want to follow me and see what I did for Pride or everything else, you can find me at DSN on Instagram and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter. And I'll see you next time. Bye!